I'm sorry. Very strange. Howdy, everyone. It's Konstantin's here. Friday evening, Friday night for me, 1 in the morning. Tashkent, Uzbekistan. I am the host of Inside Russia channel, and I'm talking about Russia. Today's Russia. Host of Inside Russia channel. What is happening inside Russia, and it's not going to be our typical, our typical stream. I'm not going to tell you much about what's happening in Russia. I'm going to tell you what's happening in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, and perhaps in other countries. Mods, would you please give me, if hopefully 5x5, if you have good visual on me. I would really appreciate it. So I'd like to share with you this very moving, touching story that I just witnessed. Not only witnessed, I just was part of it. I talked to people literally an hour ago, okay? And that's why I was a little late announcing the stream. But in a couple of minutes, you'll understand why. Where do I start? Well, by thanking you. Thanking you for joining me, joining the stream. Thanking the mods for joining and showing up for me every day. Thank you so much. Now, obviously, we all know what's happening in Russia and its neighbor. We all know about the special military operation, the event, as I call it. I don't want to call it the operation. This is the event for me. I have been telling you the news pretty much daily of what's happening, and life starts showing itself from different angles, very unexpected angles. Now, about 3 weeks ago, I had a stream which was a very personal stream and a very touching and one of the best streams for me, because I shared with you the experience of miracles that have happened in my life. Had happened, because it was some time ago. It was a very emotional stream for me, and more miracles keep happening basically every day. You know, I am in Tashkent, Uzbekistan right now, and miracles happen here. And I'm going to tell you about those too, but this is not what I'm talking about today's stream. Now, I was invited to go out and spend some time with a good friend of mine who's a local. He was born and raised in Tashkent, and one of my best friends. Friday, it's been a really tough week. Friday evening, called up. Originally, I was going to stop train station and get tickets for tomorrow morning train to Bukhara. I was gonna go, but you know what? No luck. No tickets until next Saturday. So I moved my trip from tomorrow, well, not willingly, okay, I was forced to next Saturday, okay. I've got the tickets, it's confirmed, but it's crazy because there are so many Russians that came from Russia, fled Russia, you know, for Uzbekistan. And the cashier, she looked at me, the ticket master, and she looked at me in disbelief. She said, "I haven't seen anything like this before. There were always tickets for this train, because not too many people take train to go to Bukhara. You know, some fly, some drive, and now we've been booked solid for the next week, and that's happening like third week in a row. There are so many Russian people, they want to go and do a day trip to Bukhara, and Bukhara is full of not tourists, but refugees. They try to like see as much Uzbekistan as possible, but that's okay. So after that train station, I went to a restaurant. It's called Patisserie or something like that. a French name, and it's a fantastic, fantastic place. I think it's worth. It's very exquisite cuisine, very sophisticated restaurant, nice furniture, nice service, excellent. So, a friend of mine invited me for a dinner and for a hookah pipe. A hookah pipe with tobacco, nothing there, just tobacco. It's absolutely legal. Tobacco made out of fruits, usually. And we walked in there. Friday night, place is packed. We sat down, we made an order. Meal was fantastic. I actually took a few pictures and I posted them in a social network. Its name I cannot say out loud, but it's where you put a lot of pictures. Okay, so I'm gonna upload a few pictures right after the stream. It's network, a social network, is a part of Meta company, and Meta has been announced and it's been labeled as an extremist organization. So as we're sitting with my friend, we're having a nice meal, we're having a good time, music's playing, and all of a sudden, I noticed that there's something wrong. Well, something not right, should I say. It's Tashkent, Uzbekistan, it's the capital. It's summertime, well, spring, it's a nice restaurant, and most people in this restaurant are not Uzbek. They're Russian looking. White skin. I mean, I can tell a Russian from an Uzbek. Okay, I asked my friend. I said, "Listen, don't you think that something is not right?" He goes, "Absolutely, absolutely." And he goes, "It's been like this for the past 4 weeks." Okay, I get up and I go to use the restroom. I come back, and you know me, I'm not shy. I see a nice couple at a table, and I just stop by their table and I introduce myself and I ask them, "Where are you from?" "Moscow, Russia." And I start talking to them. Yeah, sit down at their table, just a small talk. At first, they're a little afraid, kind of like, why is this guy? Why is this guy? Um, Lorna is trying to signal me that I have another stream open. That is very strange. What is going on? The heck? How about this? Just deleted another. Freak of an accident. Anyway, I make the small talk with the guys and I tell them I come from Moscow myself and I'm just doing some business development for the company. And they open up. They kind of loosen up and they tell me their story. The girl, well, the boyfriend and the girlfriend, and they're going to marry. They're a couple. They are from Moscow, Russia. The guy is a computer programmer, and the girl is like a graphics designer. Most of the work that they do is they do remotely. It means they don't have to go to the office. They're not sitting in one place. They can work from anywhere. So as soon as the event started in Russia, they kind of had nothing, like they didn't want to do anything with it, and they got up and left. And they told me this. Now listen to this very carefully. They said, if that event didn't happen, we would not leave Russia ever. Because, too uncomfortable to leave the comfort zone, too scary, too just, it takes a lot of guts. But this event acted as a catalyst, okay? It was enough kick in the butt for us to get up and go. And once we came to Tashkent, Uzbekistan, it's like the entire world opened up for us. We had all of a sudden saw so many opportunities. It was scary at first. Here with no friends, not knowing anyone, but it was scary. But then, we found an apartment. Everything was fine. Uh, you know, everything started like happening, like falling into places, and um, it's just fantastic. Fantastic for us, for our family, for our future. Because otherwise, like a husband got new opportunities, job opportunities from other countries. He worked primarily for Russian company, but all of a sudden he learned that there is an entire North American market open for him. And she said that she established a new Upwork account here in Uzbekistan, and she also started doing some work for customers in the West, like all over the world, pretty much. That's something they weren't doing in their country. And they seemed happy, they seemed really happy. So if it wasn't for these trying times, they wouldn't have these opportunities. A magical kick in the butt. That's what I call it. Okay, that's not just for them. It's for happened to me a few times in my life, and it definitely happened to them. Right in this restaurant, a family, husband and wife. Same thing. I saw their Russian faces. I came to them. I introduced myself. I'm not a shy person. Um, Same thing. At first, why is this guy like, is he local? What does he want from us? Things like that. And then I introduced myself. They opened up, started talking to them from Belarus. Almost identical story. The guy is a computer programmer. I didn't really understand what the wife was doing. The husband, computer programmer, I understand, a very good one. And he moved away from Belarus when the events started happening because Belarus was involved. It had Russian military forces deployed in Belarus, and same thing. They picked up and they just went. They have no kids. They picked up and they moved. Now they're not going to settle here in Uzbekistan, but they're considering this place as a transition point, and they're enjoying so much. They're relaxed. They're happy. Their family seems to be doing good. Okay, husband has a job. Again, he's a computer programmer, and he works for, I don't know, clients somewhere, not in Belarus, not in Russia, but some other places, and he's doing fine here. There's internet, there's workspace for him, and same thing. That was the catalyst of them leaving Belarus and having an entire world of new opportunities to be opened. I asked them where they want to go, end up at. Canada, the United States, Australia, these English-speaking countries. And I think that they're gonna find a very good life. They're gonna create a very good life once they move to other country, and they're gonna be happy. They're gonna have kids, and I'm really happy for the guys. Then earlier today, in the morning, I usually take two walks. One walk in the morning, about an hour, 40 minutes, and another walk at night, also from 1 hour to 2 hours. And I was walking in a park, and I saw a family with a kid, a small child, Russian looking. Of course they were. Again, I introduced myself, I made a small talk, and they told me the story. Same thing, programmer or IT person. I didn't quite understand. And the girl, the wife, is a full-time mom. As soon as the event happened started happening on the 24th of February, they are from, I think, Krasnodar. Yes, the city in the north. I forgot. I think they said Krasnodar, but not too far from Rostov. They picked up and they left. Okay, they also looking for a new home, for a new country, and this is a transition point. But they're enjoying here in Uzbekistan. They opened Uzbekistan for themselves. They're enjoying the weather, which is fantastic. They went to Samarkand. They went to Bukhara. They saw the sights. Otherwise, they would never see the sights, you know. And they opened a whole new world of opportunities for them, and they're also happy. Granted, I know what's happening in our neighbor country. I know that we're having a conflict with, and this is absolutely terrible. I mean, I don't want to talk about it. It's a human tragedy what's going on. But to some people, and I think there are quite a few people, I have heard the numbers of hundreds of thousands people leaving Russia and Belarus. To them, it's becoming a fresh start. It's becoming new life, new lives. It's becoming this fantastic opportunities, the whole world opening up for them. No, otherwise they wouldn't have left. They would have stayed in Russia and Belarus. But now they have kind of opened up the world for themselves, you know. And I've yet to see one not happy face here in Tashkent, and I'm talking about, you know, it's usually families with very very small children that don't go to school, okay, or it's just couples, young couples. They're all young. They're like under or about 30 years old, at least how that's how they appear to be. And there are no like unhappy faces. There are so many people who fled, who left, who went on prolonged vacations. Some people call it, oh, you know, we're on vacation, and not one single unhappy person. In Moscow, I came from Moscow about 3 weeks ago, the pressure cooker. I did not see any happy people. I did not see any smiles. I did not see any, um, you know, joy. I didn't see any eyes lit up, so to speak. Um, there's such a huge of a difference. And I see that miracles happen in lives of these people. And some probably realize, and most don't realize, that these are miracles. I mean, how do you explain if a person gets up and goes and finds himself in a comfortable place that he hadn't known that existed? How do you call a person moves and finds a job or keeps the job, finds an apartment, finds a friendly society, finds possibilities, okay? Not just in Uzbekistan, but all over, okay? I think that every family or every person who moves like that is given, sent an angel by God, and that angel kind of helps out, okay? And I find it a miracle. Every single case is a miracle. Miracles are happening with me as well. I came to Uzbekistan on a very short notice, basically, and I called up my friend and I said, listen, I'm coming over tonight, tomorrow early morning. And all of a sudden, he just said, you know, no big deal. He's my closest friend. It just, he called me favors like that out of the blue, same thing. You know, I never failed to help him when I could, he needed help. So I called him up and he's like, just no problem. And I came. On the way to Uzbekistan, I was contacted by another friend of mine, my ex-partner, who's originally from Uzbekistan, and he said, listen, if you don't find a place to stay, if you have run into some kind of trouble, just go in Tashkent, catch a cab, and in 5 hours you'll be at Fergana, you have a place to stay there, you know, you have a family, you have like, no worries, you're gonna be like in a castle, okay? And this is a miracle, okay? Out of the blue, all of a sudden I have two angels here, like in blood and bones, like real angels who helping me. Okay, so I showed up, and everything started following into its places. My friend just literally took me by hand and got myself, like, he brought me to an office, and I got a telephone, local telephone. I got registration at the police. I got an apartment in a couple days. He helped me out a great deal, like everything. And this is the miracles that happen every day. It's just sometimes it's really hard to see that they're miracles, but they are. So the worst times for some people right now, the very trying times, the tragic times, and at the same time, life-changing times for some people. And I'm talking about life-changing to the good. I am so sure that there are so many refugees from Ukraine in Poland and in European countries, and a lot of them will have a fresh start as well. A lot of them will find themselves in a year, in a couple years, in a few years, happy. They will be looking back and saying that, you know, what happened to them is a miracle. Okay, I am absolutely sure, because God helps everyone in trying times and sending angels to people that need help, and then he performs miracles. So I wanted to share with you how I just saw miracles today in faces of these people, like what had happened to them, complete miracles. Okay, and this is the new beginning, this is new life, there's something good happening. Despite all those tragedies and trying times, there's something good happening in life. This is my personal message. I would like to turn the comments on so I could converse with you, get the feedback. Would you please write me what you think of what I just said? And I want to do something different. I want to pray in the middle of today's stream right now, and I have a little different prayer. Just something came up in my heart. So please, if you're religious, please join me. If you're not religious, please join me. I'm asking you just a couple minutes of your time, and this is just send good wishes and good thoughts to people of Russia, to people of Ukraine, to people who fled, the refugees. Please. Let me open the comments first, and then we will pray in just one one minute. There you go. Mods, please. I'm asking you to be a little softer today. Please cut people's slack. I will not be reading whatever I'm not supposed to be reading. Okay, and there are also some news, like I emailed you earlier today about the messages, and this, how it is seen by Russian legislation and so forth. The chat's on. Excellent. My name list has been, like, a few names have been added, and please join me in prayer. Dear God, please listen to us. Listen to me and listen to us on this live stream, all of us who are praying. I'd like to thank you for a wonderful day that you've given us. I'd like to thank you for the food on our tables, for the roofs over our heads, for people, loved ones, families, kids, grandkids, great grandkids, parents, and just all good people that you've surrounded us with. Thank you for that. I would like to ask you to stop the bloodshed in Ukraine, as soon as possible. Please send all people in Ukraine, Ukrainians, Russians, soldiers, civilians, doesn't matter, angels to keep everyone out of harm's way. Please open up the hearts of people who make decisions and fill them with love, remorse, and passion. Please open up their heads and fill them with common sense. Please open up their eyes so they can see what has been done and they will get terrified and stop it. I would like to ask for our children so they stay healthy and they grow healthy and they will grow. You give us wisdom to raise them the way that they will grow up better adults than us. They will be friends. They will not ever fight with one another and just be, you know, friends, family, partners. Um, Please help those who are helping Ukraine, um, providing help to the refugees, hosting refugees in their countries, helping from abroad, helping, providing relief, and help everyone who's helping. Also, I would like to ask you for people who left our countries due to this event, forcefully or by their own will or not by their own will, by force or by need. I want to ask you to help every single one of those people. Ukrainians who are refugees, who have been displaced due to fighting and combat, Russians who have decided to move abroad and live there, Belarusians, and everyone who's been affected and who left their places, their countries. They need your help so much. Please help them. Answer your prayers if they pray, or grant their wishes if they wish. Touch their hearts and their heads with your hand. They really, really need your help. You have been helping a lot, and please keep on helping and help more. Please help people who are praying with me in the stream or simply watching me praying in the stream or will be watching in the future as a rerun. Please help everyone answer their prayers and grant their wishes. Thank you. Please forgive us our sins too. Amen. My friends, thank you so much for joining me in prayer. I hope, I wish well to everyone. I wish well to civilians. I wish well to soldiers. I wish well to the ones who have been affected. I wish well the ones who haven't been affected. Thank God. Everyone. Just I wanted to stop so much. I wanted, let's the diplomats work. Let's the diplomats talk. Just not the military anymore. I also have a list of people I would like to name, and I will do that at the end of the stream. Feeling pretty emotional right now because these guys, well, I can't call them kids. They're much younger than me. They're, I'd say, perhaps early 30s or yes, 30s or late 20s or something like that. They touched me with their stories so much. It's pretty incredible. If you want to ask me questions, if you want me to answer them, please put them in caps so I see them, and It's much easier for me to notice and answer them. Few super chats. First of all, we have a sponsor, Judy Brown, just joined inside Russia. Thank you so much, Judy. I appreciate it. Eric from Czech Republic. I expected that people working in IT would be the first to leave. They're usually not tied to any workplace. They are good people. They'll be fine. Yes, thanks for the super chat. Thank you. And it looks like they are being fine. They're being fine, my friend. Truly a miracle. I'm so glad because I've seen different kind of refugees. I've seen people who flee something in different countries and they weren't doing well. You know, their living standard dropped tremendously and they just were lost. They were just depending on like social benefits of the countries that they fled to. And trust me, it's not pretty and it's not good to be a refugee. It's not a good feeling. But these guys, they're awesome. $20 from RC. Great granddaughter, and daughter of war refugees here. Not all of us survived the occupation of our country. We came to America and I thought this is the worst thing to ever happen to me. You have 2 super chats. Thank you. Now I realized that coming here was a blessing in disguise. This is thank you. This is what I was looking for. Blessing in disguise. Okay? I am so sure that these people, a lot of them, okay, Russians, Ukrainians, Belarusians, in a few years, okay, they're gonna look back and they're gonna say, wow, that was a blessing in disguise. Okay, thank you so much. Trust in God's plan. I agree with your message to never lose hope, Constantine. There are brighter days coming for all of us. RC, thank you for your powerful message and thank you for the 2 super chats. I appreciate it. What can I say? Blessing in disguise. This is how I should have named my stream today. Blessing in disguise. Okay. Frank in Texas. Please watch this video from Slava on his channel, Cool Vision, about Houston. Prices have had a big impact on me lately also. Sorry to hear that, Frank. Thanks for the message and thanks for the super chat. I saw your message previously. I think you emailed me about Slava. I was on the move. I didn't have a chance to email back. I've answered about 200 emails this week and they keep on piling up. It's not like I don't like email. I love reading email messages because they're mostly good, they're mostly encouraging, they're mostly fantastic. It's just I hate to make some people feel down because I don't answer them in a timely manner. I think I'm gonna shut down my email address for at least a few days or up to a week until I answer every single email. Okay, I'm already like 2-3 weeks behind in some of them. Once I do that, once everything is fresh, then it's good to go again. Frank, thank you so much. I saw a message about email address from Yarn Prepper. Yeah, it's noted. I will share my thoughts after the stream. By the way, it's 1:40 a.m. right now. I'm not sleepy because I had 2 huge pots of green tea. I drink and eat now. I was without water and food for 36 hours. I was totally fine under doctor's supervision. I did blood work before. I did blood work after. After came out better than before, and that's usually the case with me because fasting, dry fasting, is very therapeutic for me personally. That's my peculiarity. I had my blood drawn like 4 times for different things. Uh, Lawrence Daniels, is Mama Constantine watching? I think she is. She might fall asleep though because it's kind of late, but we'll see. I think she is. RW, you are a walking miracle. You have a good heart. Are you talking about me or somebody else? Um, well, if it's on me about me, thank you. But I'm sorry, but I doubt I'm a walking miracle. I I don't know what to say. Thank you, RW. Thank you. Hervé Rouge, blessing from a French guy in Florida. Hello. Um, Glucid Morco says, "Don't get depressed." Is that addressed to me? It's a good. Actually, it's a good wish slash question, because let me tell you, it's really an emotional roller coaster. One day I feel not bad at all. Another day I feel down. There are so many factors. There are so many like parts contributing to that. The event itself is it's like every single time I start thinking about that, I just go, oh. And the latest that has happened to the Russian army, I don't not much news on Russian news, Russian media. They just like keep in silence. That nothing's going on there. Very little. Should I say no news, but very little. I can imagine what's happening there. Uh, just so every time I think about it, it's depressing, right? But there are days that something happens, something good happens at work, or something good happens, like with family, and my mood is lifted. But it's like this, up and down, and it's really tiring, because when I'm up, I'm feeling guilty. When I'm down, I'm feeling down. That's crazy. Jimmy, do you ever intend to return to Maine? I cannot say anything about future and permanent plans, but I certainly did want to return to Maine to visit. Okay, very dear. Maine is in my heart. Fantastic place, and just I wish I was there for a few days. I would surf with my buddy Tim. I would just, take my son out, my daughter, and just go and have a lobster roll in Old Orchard Beach, right on the ocean. There are places like that, and just I would love to. But now I just don't know. Russians are getting canceled from everywhere. Russians are not allowed to fly to Europe anymore, and all these wonderful things. So that's Reese Gray. I see you super chat. Thank you so much. Hello from Canada, Mr. Popular. Reese, thank you. It's been devastating watching so many people try to find some kind of a new normal. Some will never be okay with what's happened, and others will find a new life, new to live. Yes, yes. You know what? One of the people who's desperately trying to find new normal is yours truly, right here. And he's been having a hard time with that. Very hard time. It's not clear. Nothing is clear anymore. It's not clear with my. Well, I know my family. That's my wife and kids. That's very clear. Okay. This event has made us even closer than we were before. That's one of the hugest, greatest things, okay? Blessing in disguise. We were very close, we're loving family, but now we're even closer because we've gone through hard times together, and we are going through hard times together. I understand my kids better. They understand me and Natasha better, and it's just. But besides that, nothing is clear. Future in Russia with jobs not clear. My company worse and worse. Not clear what's going to happen. Not just my company. I shouldn't say my company. My industry is becoming worse and worse. It's sick. Okay, and I'm not like not not well, ill. Okay, it's coughing. It's got fever. It's freedoms in Russia. What's going to happen with the Russian government? How it's going to behave? We don't know. Who's going to be leading Russia in the future? We don't know. A lot of people asking this question now. Western companies, Western world has been canceling us, and sooner or later we'll be completely canceled out of the Western world. And this is tragedy because many people, myself and many people, we want to be included. We want to be the part of the world. We want to be, how do I say that? We want to be, we want to bring good into the world, okay? We want to add value to the world, so to speak, to not just the West, but I'm talking about the world. And all of a sudden, we've been canceled, so. Yeah. Thanks, Reese. Great message. New normal. And you know what? Not just new normal, new good normal. That's what we need. Reese Gray again, serial super chatter. Hello to Mama Popular, wishing you good health and peace. If she doesn't know English, please translate this for her when you can, Mr. Popular. I will do so, by all means. Right after the stream, if she calls me, I am going to, and I'm going to take the super chat, and I'm going to add some my money when I go and see her, and I'm going to buy her a nice present. Courtesy of you. Thank you so much. Sean Gonzalez, $100. Wow, thank you. Hi, as you know, I have friend in Ukraine and Russia. You mentioned that. You have mentioned hate mail is sometimes difficult. Yeah, I have that. I've done that. Since it seems to work for others to just rename things, I now rename the super chat as hate mail. So the hate mail is not as heavy for you today. Big hugs. Sean, if I could, I would hug you right now. Thank you. See, this is one of the miracles that happen every day. Hate mail, I mean, I understand where people come from. I understand where a lot of Russians come from. Being uninformed, misinformed, being, I don't want to call this word, but just I understand. And I understand where a lot of people in the West come from. They also misinformed. They don't know what's going on. And they find the first Russian channel and they just put everything they feel onto me. I understand they're not bad people, they're good people, and they're very emotional, and they're taking it very personal what's happening, and they're trying to somehow unload it. But that makes it really difficult for me. But you know what? Messages and emails and I don't know, super chat, $100 is a huge, huge amount. Thank you. But your message is like gold. And thank you. And this is a miracle, okay? This what makes me feel so much better. That's what makes me get uplifted. And thank you. Sean, if I could, I would hug you right now. I'm giving you a virtual hug. Thank you very much. I have so many friends in Ukraine and Russia also, and you have no idea. Mike, $20. My parents fled Vietnam to USA in the 70s due to conflict. The stories that they shared with me about losing their homeland remind me of your current struggles. I'm sorry, and no, this is not a reflection of Russian people. Caught it just in time. I caught it just in time. Hope it's not buffering anymore. John Stally, $20. No message. John, this $20 is a very powerful message by itself. RW, $100. That, what can I say? Thank you so much. 50 towards something nice for your wife, 25 each for your kids. I have 3 kids, but no more super chats for me. That's already enough, Thank you so much. There are sacrificing a lot to be without you at home during these times. RW, you are touching one of the strings inside of my heart that's very well hidden from people. Yeah, I won't go any further, but thank you, thank you. You really feeling me, like how I feel. Thank you so much. This is a very special message, and the $100 is fantastic. Thank you. Amir Fazat, thank you, $20. Where are you from? Sounds, I don't mean to disrespect or anything, but that's very typical name for Iran. But you can't be in Iran, right? In the Middle East somewhere. Excellent message from S. Camphouse. Be grateful, not hateful. Friends, I have no problem with hate mail whatsoever because I know that people don't write me hate mails because they personally hate me. I know they don't mean bad for just me. They take in this situation so closely, like in their hearts, that they want to like spill it over and they won't find like they want to do something at least. And then I read them, and almost every single email I reply with one phrase: please forgive us. That's all I can say. And I accept it. I accept the messages, and it's okay. It's okay because it's trying times. I understand what's going on. I understand why it's going on. It's not like we're in just a regular situation, here as well. Did Amir reply? Where is he's from? John Staley, wishing you the best. Thanks for the reporting. Thank you, John. Thank you for acknowledging, and thanks for the super chat. Yes, Camp House, you're truly grateful for. Thanks for being grateful for me. Thanks, everyone. I get so many. The hate mails that I get is just a tiny little speck. Everything else I get is incredible prayers, love, best wishes. A lot of people trying to inform me on what's going on. Most of that stuff I already know because I inform myself. This is my event, okay? not yours. It concerns me directly because I have close friends in Ukraine, in Donbass. I have colleagues, current colleagues, ex-colleagues. This is my country, and it has a conflict with a country that's very close to me. So I keep myself informed very well, and I can teach you a thing or two. I just in the streams I can't. I can't. But trust me. So all these emails that come, they're fantastic. They're not all, but most, 99%. That just they help me. Just it's too bad I'm so backed up on them. Amir said he's in the USA. Excellent, excellent. I was in Iran, and I saw many, believe it or not, a few Amir Fazats, like exactly people with your name, like 3 or 4 people. I don't know, it's coincidence probably, but thank you so much for the message, and thanks for super chat. I mean, the messages. I really appreciate when people send me money because it shows that they take piece of that hard earned. Like I'm sure that everyone works really hard for the money, and they send some to me, and that just itself is a hugely powerful message. Thank you again. Robert Bates just ordered a new smoker today. Will you send me some brisket? Okay, no problem. Amir said it's not the real name. Amir, my name here is not Fasaid. My name is real. Many people think I'm a little strange for giving my real name, but you know what? Jorg Ruth Schilling. That's an interesting message. Currently, the whole political world seems to be insane. Jorg, totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. The world, the politicians have seem to have lost it. Most politicians seem to have lost it completely. Okay. Who do they represent? Us or themselves or someone else? I don't know. See, I love drinking tea when I speak because my throat gets dry and my mouth gets dry. By the way, don't worry, it's not high blood sugar. It's not diabetes or anything like that. I just did like every 6 to 9 months I get checkup and I check my blood for sugar as well. It's fine. It's not like I drink a lot because I just like drinking a lot. That's all. And when I speak a lot, warm tea is just so great. Thank you. You can still get Twinings then. This is what I'm drinking right now, guy. Twinings or Twinings. Made in Poland for the CIS market, not the best quality. Made in Poland for like England, much better quality somehow. But still, it's halfway decent, not bad. I bought another tea and it's just some no brand appears to be a Western brand, but it's not, and I couldn't even drink it. Not one single cup. It's so bad. Bob S is being funny today. Why would it seem strange to be up in the middle of the night streaming on YouTube? That's right. Well, I meant being strange for giving so many personal details about myself. some of my relatives, they don't understand. My wife has accepted, and he's actually backing me up, and I'm so grateful. It's like when your wife is behind you in your decisions, backing you up, and instead of fighting or nagging, she encourages. This is such a tremendous feeling, my friends. Natasha, thank you so much. I love you. Thank you. 1 hour. Mods, just a couple minutes, and then we're gonna be over. Warp, my wife is smoking our Easter ham right now. Wish you could be here to share some of when we eat it. Please keep me in your minds when you eat it, and I will feel a little bit of it. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for your messages and discussions. Stay safe and well. Tea looks good. Yes. Speaking of which, you have Easter coming up. Our Easter, not this Sunday, but the next Sunday. And your Easter is this Sunday. There will be no live stream this Easter. I feel like you need a break from me. Easter is dedicated to your families, dedicated to having dinners or lunches together, get-togethers, dedicated to God. Let's all take a break. There will be a stream tomorrow. Actually, the ones who were in my stream yesterday, I announced that on Saturday I was going to take you to one of the miracle cities of the world, Bukhara. I know not too many of you have heard of Bukhara, but I hope you Googled it yesterday. And one of the most ancient cities in the world, part of the Silk Road, the Silk Way, and in the past, of course. And I was gonna take you there. I totally fucked it up, totally, because I figured, hey, I just buy tickets in advance on Friday. I'm going on Saturday, but I'll buy on Friday. I showed up today, all in white, so to speak, saying, here I am. I want one ticket to Bukhara, and I want ticket back. And the cashier looked at me and she's like, don't have any tickets. We're booked for the next week. I'm like, what? Are you sure? Not. She goes, there are 3 classes. First, like steerage, business, and VIP. I'm like, I got the cash. VIP is like what? The steerage is $20. VIP business is $24, and VIP is $30. So there's like a $10 difference. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take care of it. And I'm telling her, I'm gonna buy VIP, the most expensive. She looks at me like nothing. And I ended up booking tickets for next Saturday because nothing, no planes. There's a plane flies from Tashkent to Bukhara. No plane tickets, no train tickets. The only alternative is to take cab, but it's like a 6-hour drive in a desert, and not so appealing at this point, at least. So I missed up this opportunity to take you to Bukhara. Tomorrow I'm gonna take you day after, like Saturday after this Saturday, the next Saturday. But tomorrow I'm gonna do another stream. I promise I'm going to find an extremely interesting place. It's gonna be either a bazaar or something like that. It's not gonna be at midnight. It's gonna be earlier, so probably your morning. But I hope it's gonna be worth it. I will discuss with my mods, and my friend who invited me out today, he also invited me tomorrow. Since I'm not going to Bukhara, we might go to mountains or something like away from Tashkent, and I might stream from there, and I definitely will film, so you will see more of a real Uzbekistan outside of the capital, Tashkent. I love experiences like that myself, and I'm inviting you to join me either in the stream tomorrow. There will be a stream one way or another, okay? I promise. And that's gonna be an interesting one. And there will be a video later on. So please keep on joining, keep on watching. So couple super chats from Lithuania. How old are your children? Ruta, Sipkauskaite. €5. Thank you so much. How old are my children? 5, 15, 16, no, 17, so already 17, 20, 18, 24, okay, 5 kids. They live in 2 countries. 2 of them are quite adult, and the rest are still teenagers or kids. Greetings from Lithuania. When I was 12 years old in 1988, I went to Klaipėda. Fantastic place. I have relatives actually in Klaipėda. Distant relatives on my father's side, my grandfather's actually. They fled Stalin terror and they ended up in Klaipėda. And, I visited them. We visited them. Fantastic. Your cities, like Klaipėda, is touched me so much. I still remember of that place. My family is also coloring the eggs, Easter eggs, with onion skins, just like in Russia. Oh yeah, I was telling it yesterday. Yes, pretty cool. Thank you for the message, to the question, and thanks for reminding me good memories about Lithuania. And I remember the locals used to call it Klaipėda. Thank you, Ruta. Lorna signaling. Hey, what are you doing? Time is up. Okay. Dan Zawaki. Zaviki. Okay. It's just so difficult for me to put emphasis on this last name. Sometimes $20. Thank you very much. And that's about it, I think. No, there's another one. Reese Gray. Please send a Telegram announcement out. YouTube app never gives me proper notification. I will do. Please, the last thing, Moz, could you please give a link to my Telegram channel? Please sign up for Telegram. I will be keeping you updated there and giving you the announcements, and also sign to that social network that has many pictures. I don't want to call it by name. My name is here. There is Maine Surfer. Maine is state of Maine. Maine Surfer, just one word. Okay. Look, before I go, just one tiny second, okay? One of the... No, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. Don't feel like it. Tomorrow. I just wanna ask God for people who I have in my list, who asked to be mentioned and who asked to be helped, okay? Becky Reed's 15 months granddaughter is in intensive care unit with COVID. Shay, Rafaela From and daughter Anna. William Schaffner, Elena, Michael, Jake, Ola, Dasha, Sky, Natasha. Michael Milkevich, mom's in hospital. Marlene's family in Kemerovo. Rebecca Witzman, Melissa Defoe, Asabawanki, Bas Simon. Well, thanks for Kyle and his wife. His wife is out of the hospital. And Mary B. Jean-Paul, the kid who really needs help. Paula McDonald and Jamie Hancock. Thank you so much, God, for helping these people. Please help them. Thank you for helping them, and thank you for sending their angels. I'm asking you to do that, and I hope that others join me. Thank you so much. Amen. My friends, thank you very much for being today, and have a good Friday. This is Saturday already in Uzbekistan. You're awesome, and I'll see you soon.